We need to look out for ourselves. So, switching gears just a tiny bit, tariffs, right? Just real quick. So apparently the tariffs on Canada and Mexico supposed to start at midnight tonight. And Trump tweeted this on Truth. Well, he posted this on Truth Social. To the great farmers of the United States, get ready to start making a lot of agricultural products to be sold inside of the United States. Tariffs will go on external product on April the 2nd. Have fun.
Yeah, in other words, we have to subsidize our farming industry to keep it from going flat busted because of trade situations. Now, our farmers get undercut because others can charge or ask for lower prices. We get stuck with the ill-advised economics of the last administration and the one next before that, the Obama administration for 8 years, and to an extent, the incompetence of the Bush administration for 8 years. And what we wind up getting is mass inflation and a devaluation of the agricultural products that come out of the United States. So we are having to subsidize our farmers to keep them operating such as they are. And there's no point in us sending massive aids to NATO on behalf of Canada or anywhere else, or Mexico, or NORAD, North American Air Defense, for both of the above. There's no point in doing that when we are undercutting ourselves by the necessity for extremely high taxation to keep our agricultural industry operative in the face of international competition that we aid rather than controlling. So I like the idea.
I want to play this clip here. It says, so Trump just confirmed 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico. Let's see.
Like
very importantly, tomorrow,
where they make Twinkies now, and Twinkies require milk and wheat products. Twinkies are made in Mexico. Hostess Twinkies.
Oh.
But very importantly, tomorrow tariffs 25% on Canada and 25% on Mexico, and that'll start. So they're going to have a tariff. So what they have to do is build their car plants, frankly, and other things in the United States, in which case they have no tariffs. In other words, you build, and this is exactly what Mr. Wei is doing, by building here. Otherwise, they'll build, if they did them in Taiwan to send them here, they'll have 25% or 30% or 50% or whatever the number may be someday. It'll go only up. But by doing it here, he has no tariff, so he's way ahead of the game. And I would just say this to people.
See what he's talking about? It's about trade. By the way, black folk need to watch this. Politics, diplomacy, international relations, and what black folk think they're trying to get is about bargaining. In other words, you start building your cars here in the United States, then we start backing off the tariffs. You start putting your investment capital here in stone and mortar or brick and mortar facilities in the United States and employing Americans, we start easing the tariffs so you don't feel the pain as much. See, Japan has car manufacturing plants all through the Southeast. Does Mexico? Mexico has some stuff. Canada has some plants that they could transplant down here. Why are they not doing it?
Well, it says here, and I'm going to play this clip. CEO of Taiwan Semiconductors just officially announced $100 billion investment into the United States. They will build 3 new manufacturing plants in Arizona and produce their most powerful chips there. Arizona, get ready for thousands of new jobs. I want to play this clip.
And by the way, Memphis, they're bringing in the South Korean Blue Oval, and they might bring in the next 3 or 4 years 100, 150,000 people. So the point is, what are we getting out of it? Locals are trying to make sure they don't have to put anything into it. If the local corrupt politicos get a little money in their chump change in their pockets. So why are we bending over backwards to not employ 30-some thousand employees that could be drawn from the impoverished Memphis community that has a stupid mayor, stupid city council, stupid chief of police, stupid sheriff, stupid DA, stupid committee to cut down crime saying that the young people need jobs. That's 30,000 jobs in the immediate area that are being given away to the South Koreans rather than kept here in the United States for the local residents to help reduce the crime problem. So they're talking out of the back of their mouths, and I know what the crooks are getting because they're getting some chump change, which looks big to them.
Right. Let me play.
TSMC is the world's largest chip manufacturing funded by Dr. Morris Chen in 1987. It's now at the forefront of semiconductor technology, supporting AI advancement and industry growth. In fact, I would like to wind back the time that in 2020, we have to thank President Trump's vision and his support. So TSMC start the journey of establishing the advanced chip manufacturing in Arizona. And now, let me proudly say, now the vision become reality. In Phoenix, Arizona, with 3,000 employees, we are producing the most advanced chip made on U.S. soil. With the success of our first fab, so we are now very happy to announce we are going to invest additional $100 billion in addition to our current $65 billion investment in Arizona. We are going to build 3 more new fabs after we promised 3 fabs already, and another 2 very advanced packaging fab, and most important, R&D center also in Arizona. For this, all the investment, $165 billion, is going to create thousands of high-paid jobs, as the president just announced. And we are, most important, actually, we are going to produce many AI chips. We are going to produce many chips to support the AI progress and to support the smartphones progress.
Wow, we whoopee. And in Memphis, they are giving away 30,000, not 3,000, not 1,000, as he was talking about, but 30,000 jobs that could go to locals that are not. And then we're getting stiffed with having to renovate the utility company so they can, to the tune of several $1 billion, we have to pay for, suffer for poor services, cut off electricity, cut off water services, decrepit infrastructure for such things, so that we can pay for putting in a line that we get absolutely nothing out of outside of the county we live in. So certain people can get enriched.
Right. Well,
it's crazy.
Well,
and that's what's been happening with the Biden administration and the blue folk. They have been stealing, just like we've been looking at down in Fulton County, stealing from everybody and trying to sanctimoniously talking about they're protecting the people.
Yeah, right. Well, going back to these tariffs, Canada has responded, right? It says Ontario, Canada's Premier Doug Ford just threatened to cut U.S. electricity to several American states if Trump's tariffs go into effect. So here's the clip.
Remember, Trump is trying to drill, baby, drill, so we don't have to worry about that. And then you have the damn Democrats worried about cutting off our energy sources. So we are subject to lightweight blackmail by somebody like Canada.
If they want to try to annihilate Ontario, I will do everything, including cut off their energy, with a smile on my face. So, and I'm encouraging every other province to do the same. Quebec, Manitoba, BC, We all have to act in unison. Out east, they rely on our energy. They need to feel the pain. They want to come at us hard. We're going to come back twice as hard. If they
Sure.
Wasn't he the one that was smoking crack or something? He had some controversy.
Canada has a few little outposts, trading posts, that look like modern cities in the midst of a whole lot of wilderness. Northwest Mounted Police.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they look magnificent in their red coats, but they're still mounted police because there's so much wilderness to patrol.
Right. Yeah. So somebody said, why is Canada controlling our lights, our electricity, our energy?
Because they have our industry, our energy industry has been allowed to get decayed and decrepit under the Biden, Obama, the Bush, and the Clinton administrations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think it's going to be like Michigan or upstate Ohio, like those border states are use the energy or whatever they apply energy to. But yeah, I'm just listen. Take your L.
And by the way,
mm-hmm.
I'm not sympathetic because I offered a solution. We can take modular hydroelectric generators, raft up a few thousand of them, put them right down here in the Mississippi River off of the shores of Memphis, and you can generate enough power to supply Memphis, Little Rock, Chicago, most of the cities up there, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You can supply them to New York. You can supply the stuff to Atlanta. You can supply to Raleigh, Durham. You can supply all of the energy you need generated by modular hydroelectric generators operating out of the Mississippi River. You do not need to build dams, concrete emplacements, or anything like that. And you would not impede navigation. And these clowns won't even run with it. They're designed to operate in tidal flows in Africa and Asia. They work, but you don't have to have the expense of having huge storage facilities, aka giant batteries, to store the charges, because the Mississippi runs 24/7 instead of a few hours in and a few hours out every day with the tidal flows. So we have solutions, but nobody wants to go deal with them.
Right.